Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on my channel. In this video, we are going to have a very quick overview on how to manifest or manipulate your dataset. For example, if you have downloaded a dataset that contains a number of columns and it may contain several empty cells or null values. So how to remove this empty cell or fill these empty cells with our command. This is what we are going to have a look in this video. So first step is going to be that you have to import the very important libraries without which we cannot read the CSV file. That library is called the pandas. You have to install it first, and then you have to import pandas as PD, and then you have to import your data set. Like for the to import the data set, I have given the command pd.read underscore CSV, and you have to give the path of where you have stored your data set. Okay, now I want to gain the information related to this data set. So after running the program, what information we are we are having from this command is that total number of the column is 13, total column is 13, and the data set contains 614 entries, that is starting from the 0 and ending at the 613. So these are the columns. For example, gender has a 601 non-null value, so it means the remaining values from 614 to minus 601, that is 13 values, are missing in the gender column. In the similar way, this merit section has a few missing values, dependent have like 15 missing values, and education does not have any kind of a missing values, and self-employment has a few missing values. So what we have to do is that we have to fill these missing values. Okay, there is a one method that if you want to remove those rows which contains any kind of a missing values, so this is the command that we are going to use. For example, remove all non-null values, sorry, and then we are going to get the information of this updated data set. So in this command drop na parenthesis, we are going to remove the null values, and then in this command in the line number 12, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get the information of the updated data set. So let's see what we are going to get. Okay, so we can see that the new data set, that is updated data set, in which we have removed all the non-null rows. The total rows now contains 480 entries, and the column is obviously intact, that is equivalent to the 13. And now we can see all the columns are 480 and they are non-null values. So empty cells have been totally removed from this data set. So this is the updated data set. For okay, in the okay, this is the next thing what I'm going to do. I want to gain the information of the updated data set for a particular columns. For example, we have the column name, credit history, and the property area. And let's see what we are going to get. So the credit history has total 564 non-null values from the original data set, and the 614 non-null values in the property area. So the property area does not contain any null values. So this is how we get the information related to any kind of a column, any column in the data set. Okay, now next thing what we want to see is that what if we don't want to remove the cells but we want to fill the cells. Okay, so for example, if we want to replace the null values with the standard values, so let's, in case of this data set, there is a column of dependents. We can see that the dependent column contains 0, 1, 2, 3, and maximum is the 3 number. So what I'm going to do is that in the dependent columns, if any value is missing, for example, we can see how many dependents as a 599 non-null value. It means there are 15 null values in the dependent column. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to fill those empty cells with the value 1. So what I have done is that I have written given the command df dependence. Df is the data frame that This is the variable in which we have uploaded our data set. And then I'm going to give the command of a dot fill na, and I'm going to give 1 in place if equivalent to the true, so that all the nulls cells or the empty cells will be replaced with the 1. Then I'm going to get the information of updated data set. So let's see what I'm going to get. So we can see in the dependent column, where is the dependent? 604 non-null values. Now the column has been updated. It means that like all the null cells have been replaced with the 1 in the dependent column. Okay, and what if you want to get the if we don't have a standard value? For example, in this case, there's in the case of a standard, in the case of a dependent, there was a standard value of a 1. But as we can see, let's check in the loan amount. In the loan amount, we cannot replace the empty cells with the 1, because the 1 is not is not matching with the other values. So what I'm going to do is that like I'm going to take the mean of these values, and I'm going to replace the empty cells with the mean value of the of this column. So it's okay. So for this, I have given the name of the column with the data frame, and I have given the command dot fill na, similar to like we have just given in the dependent, to replace the non empty cells with the 1. In this case, the loan amount mean will be replaced in the empty cells. So like what I have done is that I have given the df.loanamount.mean. That's the command that is going to replace the empty cells with the mean of that column. And then I'm going to take the information of the updated data set. Let's see what we are going to get. Before that, we have the 599 loan amount. Okay, now the 599 non-null values. Now that has been replaced, or that has been filled. So the total non-null values in the loan amount is now 614. That is all the cells of the loan amount has been filled with the mean value. Empty cells have been filled with the mean value. As we can see, before that, what was the loan amount? It was a 592, which has been updated to the 614 after filling the empty cells with the mean of the column. Duplicate. Okay, and what if we have the what if we have the object or the string in the column, and we want to transform these objects or the string into the binary value? So just in case the gender has a male and a female, and we want to replace the male and the female with a 1 and 0. So what I'm going to do is that we are going to use the value mapping. So the value mapping, I have given that like yes, okay, just have a look. Okay, just in case of the merit section, it was a yes and no. So what I have done is that like I have given yes equals to 1 and no equals to 0. This like means like yes will be replaced with the 1 and no will be replaced with the 0. And what I have done here is that I have created a one more column, which is the duplicate of that merit column, which we are talking about. As we can see here, merit column, which contains 611 non-null values. And then we have the value mapping. It means that like all the entries from the merit column will be duplicated in the merit section, which is the new column, and the yes and no will be replaced with the 1 and 0. Let's take the printout of the first 5 rows of the updated data sets. So let's see how it will look. Okay, so this is the updated data set. As we can see, there was a merit section in our original data set. Now the updated data set contains one more column, which is we have named it as a merit section, and the male has been yes, no has been replaced with a 0. Yes has been replaced with a 1. So this is how we do or replace or manipulate the data set. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.